Sharing exactly where every ingredient in your food comes from isn't always a simple task. Sometimes, our search for high-quality organic and veganic ingredients is a road less traveled. Our pursuit of one rare ingredient, organic gluten, led us to Germany, and ultimately to a family-owned mill that is more than a century old, but also one of the most modern in the world. Dr. Gotz Kroener owns a special mill where he refines local, veganically grown wheat to produce gluten, a protein that gives bread its soft texture. Through him, we discovered 2 farms in Oldisleben, Germany that are equally passionate about healthy food and complete transparency. The Ibbenburen farm supplies much of the organic wheat that is used at the Kroener-Staerke Mill. We talked with organic farmer Roland Schluke about how he maintains nutrient-rich fields without chemicals or animal byproducts of any kind.
I've been interested in farming since I was a young child. At age 15, I was chosen as a trainee, and I am really a farmer at heart. Part of my training involved learning about the extensive rotation of crops to keep the soil healthy. I strongly believe that the products we grow are very healthy. They are also sustainable and good for the environment. The plants in the fields around our farm are healthier because we don't use chemicals. We grow very high-quality organic wheat, and I'm proud to stand behind my crop. I would welcome Americans to come and see what we produce and how we grow organic wheat here.
Our second organic wheat supplier is a man who defines resilience, 78-year-old George von Bismarck.
My history on this farm began when my grandparents settled this land in 1901. I still remember walking into my grandparents' large farmhouse and hearing my grandmother playing lovely music on the piano. When I was 11, the Soviets took control of Eastern Germany, and I had to flee with my family to the west. When I left, I never thought I would see the farm again. Like every other refugee, I had to start over completely. I ended up working in West Germany for Mercedes-Benz. After the Berlin Wall fell, it took me 7 years to buy back my farm, but it was worth all the effort. I'm home again. The key to a healthy crop is healthy soil. In order to develop healthy soil, you need to rotate crops that bring different nutrients to the soil. We don't use animal fertilizer, but that does not mean that animals are not important. There are hundreds of very small animals, worms and other microorganisms that live in the soil and play a very significant role in building up its nutrient value. Chemicals kill these valuable contributors and hurt the soil. I wanted to return to my simple farming heritage so that I might be able to share with others.
Once our wheat has been harvested, it travels to Plauen, Germany to meet Petra Gerber and her son Franz, who own BioMill, a 100% organic flour mill. The freshly milled flour is then transported to Dr. Kroener's ultra-green and ultra-efficient facility to be transformed into organic gluten.
The company Kroener-Staerke was founded by my grandfather in 1900. He was working in a starch company, so he started up his own company directly here at this place. The time came where people said, okay, yes, we like to have organic, we want to have organic bread, But this organic bread should have also a certain texture. It shouldn't be like a stone for you. Yeah? So it has to be a little bit softer. So then you need protein and you need vital wheat gluten. What we are using for producing vital wheat gluten is just wheat flour and pure well water. That are the two ingredients which we are using, not more. It is our philosophy which makes it possible to produce organic vital wheat gluten, because we are not chemically modifying our products or so. So it's just another step in the direction of natural products.
During our conversation, Dr. Kroener shared that gluten production is a very competitive industry. Most companies are forced to turn to chemicals to allow their machinery to run without stopping. Rather than introducing harsh chemicals to clean his plant equipment, Dr. Kroener stops production every 2 weeks and cleans his machines with organic cleaning agents.
So the human body has to cope with all these chemicals, and he can cope to a certain extent, but if you add too much chemicals to your food, it's getting to be unhealthy. Working organically, you do something for the next generation. We are living on the earth, we are not owning it. We are just here as guests, and we have to leave it as healthy as possible for the next generation. With this information, the customer at least gets a glance how complex it is to produce a food product from the very beginning, from the farm, from preparing the soil to harvest the wheat, to process the wheat, to produce the vital wheat gluten with such an enormous amount of technology. I hope that the customer gets a better feeling of how precious food is, and that he gets some respect for the food he is eating.
In this small corner of the world, devotion to the land is strong, and the term multi-generational farm has real depth. 1 Degree is proud that here, we were able to discover such a wealth of healthy, organic, and veganic ingredients, brought to you by such honest and good-hearted people.